raining.
I know, I'm feeling the same way. Like, it's so beautiful after raining, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to film our project. It's called the Whole Elephant Chinese Charter School, as you see here.
Oh, this
See?
is for what? For summer school one? No.
Actually, no, it's not for a summer school. Actually, it's going to be our first public charter school that features 5,000 years of traditional Chinese culture.
Oh, I see.
It's going to be exciting, right?
Yeah. Where?
Yeah.
Where the location?
Actually, the location is up to us to decide where it is. So we are doing it actually all over the different states of America.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah, so whoever is interested can join us for this effort, you know?
Right, right.
Yeah. Do you like Chinese language and culture? Yes?
Yeah.
You do?
Culture is interesting.
You're always interested in it, right? Can I interview you?
Excuse me?
Can I interview you? You want to be in the camera?
No.
Okay, let's just chat. Yeah. I know when people are in the camera, they got a little nervous. Yeah, we don't need to do that.
What is the reason is
Tell me.
surprise. But it's very good.
We have a website, that's all. Basically, we do this for the general public.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So, it's really not about the politics. It's not about money. It's not about, try to bring people, oh, you're going to join us and so that you're going to be something having, any good things coming out of it. It's not. It's really about helping people, especially family and the parents, to work together to help our children. Help our children to learn some very, very important aspects of our own culture. For example, you have your culture, right? You love it, right?
Our culture, yeah, it's interesting.
Our tradition is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our tradition is the best. We come from our country to America, but doesn't mean that we're gonna forget about our country, forget about our tradition, because America is a new nation, almost serve the purpose of providing the shelter for those people who are being persecuted in their own country, correct? So this is a shelter. This is not a place to let us totally forget about our past, forget about our people, our nation, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're supposed to come here to share our heritage, correct? Yeah, we're supposed to be here to share our heritage, supposed to be here to embrace each other, and not to have like, oh, you are Spanish, oh, I'm Chinese, oh, he's a white guy, oh, he's a black guy. We cannot do that, correct? No, we cannot do that to people. Yeah, we're supposed to.
Because everybody is,
Yeah.
But
Everybody is, here on the earth just like one family.
exactly.
Exactly so. So, we come here, although at the very beginning we don't speak English, but we learn to be able to communicate, not to give up our own language. It's only a new language that we are here to be able to communicate, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of Chinese people come to this country and the parents send them to the public school, and then they only learn English. And then they come back to their home and they cannot even talk to their parents in Chinese. And then they cannot talk to their grandparents.
This is a new generation. New generation.
It doesn't matter new or old, but do you think it's right?
Okay,
It's
but
not right.
Parents have to be teachers.
Yeah, parents really need to teach the children, but parents are too busy with work. Some parents take 2 jobs or 3 jobs in order to afford the car.
7 days.
Exactly,
a week.
24/7.
They forget a lot of things.
Exactly.
They pay a lot of money bill. They have
Exactly. They start to come to America. They think this is called American life. They think that when they come to America, all they need to do is to make a lot of money. And then they think they are successful Americans.
No.
You think that's successful?
Yeah, the wrong way.
Wrong way, isn't
Wrong
it?
way.
Yeah, they eventually what happened to them? They got the money, they got the car, they got the children educated in English language, and the children grow up. The children don't talk to the grandparents anymore because the language barrier, cultural barrier. And all those barriers are there. Eventually, they say, I'm America. I'm American. But I will ask you, what do you mean America? What do you mean you're American? Are you a human? I mean, if you are a human, you're supposed to respect your grandparents, You're supposed to associate with all the rest of your family members with
Yeah,
common
like,
heritage,
again,
culture,
like,
and the language. You know
like
what I
you
mean?
say,
Mhm.
the parents busy.
Yeah.
They don't. Sometimes they don't eat together in same table.
They don't eat. Oh, I have
That's
a
only-
no. You know what's in front of their face? A computer, a cell phone, a game player, and
This is a new century.
Yeah.
This is technology. This is
But do
new
you
century.
know, my friend, this cannot continue. This is gonna fail because when you look at what's happening right now, global pandemic, virus. Why? Do you know why the virus comes to this country? Do you know the origin of the virus? I'm gonna tell you. You have to tell your children to work with you, not to let them say, oh, this is new generation. I'm gonna let you just follow American culture. I'm gonna just let you go. No, we're gonna have to say,
Okay, finish. What is
Virus.
The, original, the virus? Origin?
Yes.
What is it?
virus
Yeah.
is made by people, scientists, doing research, trying to prevent the next pandemic. Under that name, do you know why? Because in China, 2003 had the SARS. Have you heard about SARS? Yes?
Yeah.
SARS.
Yeah.
2003, SARS killed a lot of Chinese people. But China is
Ah,
communist.
This means, China.
Let me finish.
China. Okay.
China is a communist country. The whole world knows about it. But a lot of people don't understand what means communism, okay? Anyway, Chinese communist government controls everybody's life, everybody's thinking, even to the degree of how many babies you can have, correct? Anyway, so this was communist China. So once 2003, a lot of Chinese people died from a sudden, virus epidemic. It's called SARS, right? Sudden respiratory distress syndrome. So that, people die suddenly. They drop dead because the lung fails immediately, right? The Chinese government doesn't tell the world the truth. So severe, so many people died right now in the media. If you read about it, it's still only like, 800 people died. Oh, several thousand people got sick. No, tens of thousands people died. Who knows how many people got sick, but they hide it. They don't let the people know. And then they say, hey, we're gonna have the whole world, the leading scientists, to study this virus called the SARS virus. And so French government, Canadian government, American government, they all join the force to start to launch the study of the SARS virus. They put a lot of money into it, and the Chinese government corrupt a leader called Jiang Zemin. He's an evil guy. He started to say, let the whole world join our Chinese government to together fight this virus. And so China also want to build the most high-profile laboratory called a P4 safety laboratory in Wuhan city. Okay, do you know the first case of the COVID-19 now called COVID-19 patient? Zero patient. They said it's from the wild animal market. No, it's not.
COVID-19 something in 2019. 2019.
2019, they already, in October, the laboratory.
No. 100 years ago.
No, let's first finish what happened.
100 years ago, the pandemic same.
No. This pandemic, I'm going to encourage to research into it. If you want, I will send you information. Give me your phone number. I'll send you all the reading materials, okay? What happens is that this virus is nothing like any virus in the entire human history. All the rest of the virus is coming from nature. Naturally, they occur, okay, from animal, then to human. Now, this time, the virus is not from animal to human. The Chinese government lied. It's a virus created in the Wuhan Virology Research Institute. Scientists were playing with it and tried to find a cure, so-called, for a future pandemic. But they manipulated the DNA of the virus to make the virus the spike. The virus has a spike. The spike, like a magnet, can latch onto the people's receptor in our body. That's why it's very powerful virus. And the whole world a lot of people start to suspect that. Chinese scientists start to talk about it. The Chinese government wiped all those voices, not let people talk about it.
American scientists, American government, they don't what they say. What is the reaction about this scientific Chinese scientific
Yeah.
development?
Do you know what the main guy, Dr. Anthony Fauci? He is the chief of the anti-pandemic, task force, right? Anyway, he's supposed to be the world leading expert of virology. And he is the guy directly collaborated and in charge of giving $600,000 research fund to the Wuhan Virology Research Institute of scientists to do those very dangerous manipulation of the virus structure.
Yeah, I was,
So what
I was-
happened?
I
Do you
was
know what
reading-
happened?
Yeah, I was reading a little bit.
Yeah.
I know a little bit. The news, everybody, they stopped talking about this.
Recently just started in May. Before last year, already starting to February 2020, people start to talk about it, but the government doesn't want the world to know.
No, yeah.
And they hide it. They hide it. And they basically say, hey, don't talk about it, because once talk about it, it's a box of trouble. They call it a Pandora, right? Pandora box. That if you have the truth come out, then people will know that we United States government funding, director, Dr. Anthony Fauci also has a part of it. So they don't want to take responsibilities for the mistakes. So they continue to make more mistakes, and they hide and they hide. And then when the scientists start to publish data, and they don't let those papers publish. And the Facebook, Twitter, these social media platform, when the people start to talk about the truth, they silence it. They make the post disappear. This is what has been happening,
Okay,
So I just want to say,
nice talking
Dr.
to you.
Lotus,
Nice talking.
Dr. Lotus, I'm the president of the Whole Elephant Institute. Keep my number. You can always contact me. Feel free to contact me. My number and our nonprofit organization website. You know why it's so important now for the world to know about what is China? We are not talking about the Chinese Communist government. It's not China. It is a foreign ideology called communism that came into China. We don't want it. We want the Chinese people to truly return to original culture. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
I
we
try
really,
to call you.
yeah, cool.
Send you a text.
And text me.
This is your
Yeah, or putting another number too that I always
no,
receive.
this is your
This is
number?
my number. You can always call me, leave me a message. I'll call you right back. But when you call, leave your number too. Because a lot of people call this number, so I usually don't pick it up. But call that number and leave me a message, your name and your number. I will call you right back.
My name is Santiago.
Santiago.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Santiago.
Thank you.
We should continue to communicate and help our children to know the truth, because there are so many lies around this world. We're gonna have
Okay,
to
so
work together.
I don't know, when you have time,
Yeah. I do. I will have time. Usually this time, I always come out here to do my. I always come out here to do my nonprofit work for public education. So you can come to find me, or we can meet. We can make appointment if you have more questions. I will show you more things.
Really, question, big question. What is your phone number?
Yeah. Let's connect. Okay, hold on.